Alright guys, and welcome to episode 22 of this Euro 2012 DLC Expedition Mode, and I'm just going to make a quick mention about the new series that I launched, which was last Friday, I think. I don't think many people have been able to get into the actual league, and if it's actually started working by the time this video goes out, then obviously that's that, but yeah, I'm just going to make it public now, so the league is now public. It'll be SWIFTY vs Subs League. I'll show you, I'll try and, describe it in the link, and I'll try and give as much information as you possibly can, but just go on the My Leagues, browse public leagues, and find the SWIFTY vs Sub Leagues. The MTBSwifty 11 should be a team in there. There might be some other teams in there already, like some of you guys. So yeah, if you just look for my name, look for that league, then yeah, that'll be that done. So yes, we will go on to the games. Like I said in this episode, we are trying to beat Netherlands 3 times. That will be the Netherlands completed. That will be, I think, what, 3-4 groups completed. And yeah, obviously then we'll have a clean slate to work with. So yeah, in the 17th minute, we picked up a penalty. Swifty managed to fire it into the back of the net, and we took a 1-0 lead, and I was thinking, okay, that's good, because obviously, after the troubles that we had with Holland last time, we just couldn't beat them, and then when we finally did beat him, it froze, and I was annoyed, and I decided to leave it there. I was quite happy to go in 1-0 up, and yeah, in the second half I did pick up an injury, which was quite frustrating. It's the first one I've picked up, but it doesn't really matter because it doesn't actually keep me out of any games. I'm not really sure why that is, but it's not like career mode where obviously, you've got a kind of calendar, if you like, and you might be out for 2 weeks or something. So I'm only going to miss the rest of this game, and on came Digital Cisse for me, and Yannick Dijalio almost made it 2-0 in, I think, the 89th minute, before we finally made it 2-0 when Ibrahimovic's shot was saved by the keeper. It fell to Cisse, and Cisse managed to put it into the back of the net. So yeah, that's the other win for us, and yeah, we've not beaten Netherlands as of yet. So that was pretty cool to actually get the first win. There you go, my players are celebrating. The reason they're celebrating is because obviously that means that they have now completed, well, they've now beaten every single team in the group at least once. So all I have to do is beat Holland twice again, and that will be this group completely completed. So yeah, as you can see, we did dominate the game. They only had 1 shot on target, and they only had 2 shots in total. So we move on to play them yet again, and I picked up Simon de Jong, but he wasn't good enough to be in on my substitutes bench, so I just rejected him. And yeah, we started off really well. 9th minute, Swifty through ball, Yannick Dijalio. Yannick Dijalio killed it from the outside of the, killed it into the outside of, completely caught that up. He killed it into the back of the net, put it that way. And we were 1-0 up, but they almost equalised in the 30th minute. Wesley Sneijder fired his shot just over the bar, and then we almost made it 2-0 in the 45th minute. Bit of a scramble here, and finally ruined it after we played it to an offside Swifty. So yeah, that kind of killed the attack off. And yeah, it did go into half time. We were 1-0 up, so I was feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty confident about taking the second win against Holland. But no, they came out in the second half, and okay, it was the 80th minute, but they caused a bit of problems, like here in the 80th minute, like I've just said. Wesley Sneijder's shot was well saved by Drobny, and then they got another chance in the 82nd minute, which had to be saved again by Drobny. But he did manage to keep them out, and we did manage to win the game 1-0. So it finished Netherlands 0, PropaneGamingHD 1. And as we look at the match facts here, we can see that we dominated them again, and that there were only 2 shots on target. Did actually come towards the end in the last 10 minutes or so. So yeah, I was feeling pretty good about taking a 3rd win, and having a pretty short episode, because sometimes maybe long episodes get a bit, I don't know, tedious, if you like. So I was hoping to put a short episode in, but you'll be like, this video is 10 minutes long, what's he doing after this? So yeah, as you can see, I picked up Tim Krul, so he goes straight into my first team. So I'm building a pretty decent squad, I'm quite pleased with how it's coming along at the minute. And yeah, we go into the 3rd game, and they took a lead in the 23rd minute. Robin van Persie fired it into the bottom corner. I was like, damn it, no. Let's get our composure back, see if we can play it upfield, get an equaliser. And we tried to, but they were just on top in the first half. And as you can see here, Huntelaar almost made it 2-0, but he fired his shot just past the post. And then in the 45th minute, Yannick Dijalio did manage to find the back of the net, found us an equaliser, and that was really against the run of play, to be honest, because that was one of our only shots of the first half, I think, and we were just being absolutely dominated. And it came out, and it was the same again. They were just dominating us. Affalay, it was easily going to beat Puyol for pace. He managed to do that. He cut inside, laid it off for Dirk Kuyt, and Dirk Kuyt missed what a sitter that was. I don't know how he really missed that. And then in the 90th minute, I thought this was surely game over. They'd surely made it 2-1, but no, they somehow put it past the post. So it did finish full time. Netherlands 1, PropaneGamingHD 1, but they were really on top form. And as you can see, see here in the 98th minute, they put through on goal. Affalay was in. He wasn't going to miss this chance, and he made it 2-1. So I was like, fair enough. They have absolutely battered me this game. And it's just one of those games that, you know, that you just can't seem to grab hold of at all, and you just can't seem to get into the game. But we somehow managed to come back. Crone Deli, the super sub, fired it into the far corner, and we were now back on level terms at 2-2. And I was thinking, just hold it out. You know, we're not going to be able to get another goal, so let's just hold it out, take it to penalties, and we'll see what we can do from there. Unfortunately, we couldn't because they got down the wing. Affalay, I think, crossed it in for Narsang. I'm not really sure how he pronounced that name, and he volleyed it into the back of the net. I was like, oh god, you know, we finally get back 2-2, and then they go and equalise, and it was really frustrating, but somehow we managed to fashion yet another chance, a great chance. Swifty was in on goal, he finessed it, and the keeper somehow made a great save. I'm not really sure, well, I was thinking, how has he saved that? But then when I saw the replay, Swifty's not placed it perfectly well. It's not, you know, like going in off the post, if you like. So it did finish Netherlands 3, PropaneGamingHD 2, and I took that defeat. I was like, yep, fair enough, whatever, I've lost, you lose some. And as you can see, they did absolutely batter me. Annoyingly though, they only had 3 shots on target. That's one thing that annoyed me. I was like, 3 goals, 3 shots on target. Come on, Tim Krul, you know, what are you doing? But yeah, we didn't actually lose a road, which was quite nice. They decided, I think it's because we beat them twice or something, so we do just go straight back into play in Netherlands, which is alright. And as you can see here in the 35th minute, we managed to fashion a chance. Swifty gets the ball, takes on a few defenders, and unfortunately hits it straight at the keeper before his next shot was blocked by a defender, and they did manage to get it away. But like 4 minutes later or whatever, we come back and we get it into the back of the net. No fannying around this time, just blasted it, bottom corner, 1-0. That is how we like to do it. But they came back as in the second half that Narsang put Affalay through and on goal, and I thought he had to score, but he somehow fired it wide, and then they got... No, they didn't get another glorious chance. And then we got another glorious chance. Swifty here tried to bend it in, but there was too many defenders around, and yeah, the keeper just managed to pick it up easily, booted it out, and that was full time. So cue the mad celebrations, because we have now finally completed Netherlands, like, what, 3 times? Yeah, we've now completed them 3 times, which is absolutely amazing, and I was like, oh, thank God for that. It's just sometimes, you know, just things happen, and you're just like, yeah. So why did it freeze again? Oh, my God. You can see it's froze, because the yellow card hasn't even loaded up properly, so I was like, screw this, restart the Xbox, and I was just like, no, why? I beat them the first time, you were fine. I beat them the second time, you were fine. I beat them the third time, you freeze. What is going on? So I wasn't raging. I was just gutted. I was like, just damn you to hell, EA Sports. What is the point in all that? So yeah, I was like, ah, dear. We move on to play them again for the 5th time in this episode, and I was hoping that if we did win, it wouldn't freeze. But yeah, we did manage to get a goal in the 12th, 13th minute. Swifty just finessed it into the far corner, and we were 1-0 up. So I was like, get in, that's pretty decent. Like you know, like in the way that we're rolling at the minute. And then 32nd minute, bang, pick that one out, 2-0, unstoppable shot from Swifty, and I was like, yes, 2-0, right. This is going to be... I was bored at this point playing them, because obviously this is about something like the 10th time I've played them or something. So I was praying that they didn't go back into the game. They almost got back into the game in the 45th minute. I'm not really sure why Schneider tried to chip in from there, but yeah, they managed to cock that one up. And then what a save this was from Tim Cole. That was like David Seaman-esque against Paul Pescasolido in the FA Cup semi-final. God knows how many years ago that was, but that is, if you've not seen that save, you need to type in like David Seaman versus Paul Pescasolido or something like that, because it's like 2003 FA Cup semi-final. That is just incredible. I couldn't believe it when he saved that. But yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a sidetrack, and yeah, as you can see, I quickly tried to get off the menu so that it didn't freeze, and as always, yet again, it decided to freeze. I was watching the circle, like, just load up, load up, load up. It refused to load up, and then it froze like that, and I was like, fuck this game. It's like, seriously. And as you can probably tell by the length of the video, that is the last time I played them. I've decided that I just can't be arsed with Netherlands, and you probably understand that when you beat them, like, what, I think I've beat them 3 times, and it's froze 3 times, and especially when I've beat them twice in a row, to beat them 3, I just don't know what it is with FIFA. I mean, it did freeze, it froze, like, it's just been the points that it's been freezing. Although to be fair, it did freeze when I was sorting out the kits once, so I was like, oh, it's just frustrating. But yeah, there you go. There's Group E that will never be completed because it refuses to let me beat Netherlands 3 times. And I will be moving on in the next episode. And I'll be moving on to Group A. I'm just going to hopefully get better luck in that. And I'm just going to leave Netherlands until as late as I possibly can, because I'm quite simply sick of the sight of that orange kit. It's been boring me to death playing them. So yeah. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, even if they are just laughing faces or just haha in capital letters a million times over. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another episode where we take on the likes of Kazakhstan, Germany, Turkey, and whoever else is in that group. See you later, guys. Peace out.